The Man from Ironbark. It's the man from Ironbark who struck the Sydney town. He wandered over street and park, he wandered up and down. He loitered here, he loitered there, till he was like to drop, until at last in sheer despair he sought a barber's shop. Here, shave me beard and whiskers off, I'll be a man of mark. I'll go and do the Sydney toff, back home in Ironbark. The barber man was small and flash, as barbers mostly are. He wore a strike-your-fancy sash and smoked a huge cigar. He was a humorist of note and keen at repartee. He laid the odds and kept a tote, whatever that may be. And when he saw our friend arrive, he whispered, "Here's a lark, just watch me catch him all alive, this man from Ironbark." There were some gilded youths that sat along the barber's wall. Their eyes were dull, their heads were flat, they had no brains at all. To them the barber passed the wink, his dexter eyelid shut. I'll make this bloomin' yokel think his flamin' throat is cut. And as he soaped and rubbed it in, he made a rude remark. I suppose the flats is pretty green up there in Ironbark. A grunt was all reply he got as he shaved the bushman's chin. Then he made the water boiling hot and dipped the razor in. He raised his hands and his eyes grew black, and he paused a while to gloat. Then he slashed that red-hot razor back across his victim's throat. Upon the newly shaven skin it made a livid mark. No doubt it fair well took him in, the man from Ironbark. He fetched a wild up country yell might wake the dead to hear, and though his throat he knew full well was cut from ear to ear, he struggled gamely to his feet to meet his murderous foe. "You've done for me, you dog-on beat, one hit before I go. I only wish I had a knife, you blessed murdering shark, 'cause you'll remember all your life this man from Ironbark." He lifted up his hairy paw, and with one tremendous clout he landed on the barber's jaw and knocked him cleanly out. He set to work with nail and tooth and made the place a wreck. He grabbed the nearest gilded youth and tried to wring his neck, and all the while his throat he held to save his vital spark. And "Murder, bloody murder," cried the man from Ironbark. A peeler man who heard the din came in to see the show. He tried to run the bushman in, but he refused to go. And when at last the barman woke, he said 'twas all in fun, was just a harmless little joke, a trifle overdone. "A joke!" he cried, "by George, that's fine, a lively sort of lark. I'd like to catch that murdering swine one night in Ironbark." And now around the shearing shed, as the listening shearers gape, and he tells the story over and over and brags of his escape. Them barber chaps what keeps a tote, by George, I've had enough. One tried to slit me bloomin' throat, but thank the Lord it's tough. And whether he's believed or no, there's one thing to remark. Flowing beards are all the go, way up in Ironbark. Thank you, Banjo Patterson.